gotta
like I said on my show last week, that got a lot of Snyder bot cock riders upset. I'm only telling the truth. Don't be mad at the messenger. Don't kick me down the well like Leonidas did in 300. All I'm saying is that Xerxes is coming, and you're going to rape your women and your kids.
You got to choose your words carefully then.
Perhaps you should have done the same. Bruh, this is all it is. So shout out to my man Aliko, who hit me up with some investigative reporting, found an article from Henry Cavill himself when he was asked about the Snyder Cut when that little small trash movement happened last year, the first wave of it. Henry Cavill spoke on this a year ago, but we wasn't really hyping and covering the news that much about the Snyder Cut because it was, but that article still exists, and it was found and discovered.
Oh, it's an article.
Yes. Henry Cavill doesn't see the point in releasing Zack Snyder Cut of Justice League. He said, quote, "I don't know what the difference is going to make."
Facts.
Facts.
That's facts. I feel like it's
Facts.
facts. I haven't seen it, but it feels like facts.
Oh, we're going to be at a point where you Snyder fans need to choose between Henry or Snyder. That's amazing. All of them were used one and the same. Snyder, go Henry, he's Superman. Well, if you're a Henry Superman proponent and you're a Zack Snyder proponent, it's time to divide them seas, bruh. Which one are you? Which one are you loyal to? Are you loyal to Superman, Henry Cavill? Or are you loyal to Snyderbot Superman that ruined Superman, Henry Cavill? Because Henry Cavill don't like it. So he was talking about this article. He used a business aspect to try to alleviate himself out of it. So he was talking from the way a studio thinks. Yeah. Then at the end of it, he bring himself back into it and talked about how he feels personally about the whole Snyder Cut movement. Let's go ahead and take a little bit further of a look. Here we go. All right, looking at the article here, we've seen Zack Snyder's friends come out with support of releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League, and then they all talked about the future. Here's a quote from Henry Cavill. He says, "I don't know if a Snyder Cut actually exists. So the only way I could look at it is as a business model. And I don't know what's the difference it's going to make. Here it is. There are stories to be told, which need to be told, and adjustments that can be made, but that's not going to make any difference. There are stories that can be told, adjustments that can be made in the Snyder Cut, but that's not going to make any difference." What do we think that he means by that? But wait, if you could tell a different story and if you could make adjustments to the Snyder Cut in editing, why would Henry Cavill's Superman say it's not going to make a difference?
I don't.
What do you think?
I think he's referring, when he says stories to be told, I think he's referring to Darkseid there. And, adjustments to be made. I mean, that could be with Superman, his character, but I agree. If he's going to keep that Snyder dark death tone, then they're not going to make any difference. Make any difference. That's what I got from that story. Because, what's his name was not told, right? Darkseid wasn't.
Yeah, it was
told.
That's the story he's telling, and
right.
That's what he was.
Right. So, nah, he gonna make no difference. I don't think. If it's Snyder, nah. If you want to make a difference, you need like a new director or some shit. You need a new film,
a whole new everything.
Yeah,
almost everything.
No new edits.
So you understand what he was talking about?
That's what I got.
Why do you think he said? Now, why do you think he said it's not going to make a difference? You can add the story, you can make adjustments, but it's not going to make a difference.
Made no difference.
What could he be meaning by that?
See, I took it as that he was talking about himself, Superman.
Okay.
What do you mean? Elaborate a little bit.
Like, they already Snyder already messed up Superman.
Yeah, facts.
So
facts.
Doesn't matter what he put out, Superman's messed up.
There it is. Ding, ding, ding. The Flash hits it on the head. It doesn't matter what you put out. It doesn't. He knows what the shots he was the actor in those scenes, depressed in the corner. When Zack said, "All right, come on, Superman, put some more dirt on that costume and come on out here and give me the real mean mug face." He got tired of making him. He got tired of acting like a freaking demon as a Superman, emo, and he knows exactly those scenes that Snyder shot, and he does not want them out. It's not gonna make a difference because my character Superman is trash either way. especially if you go back with that Snyder Cut version. Man, this fool Henry Cavill is a straight up G. Man, I'm behind this man 100%, bro. All this time, it lets me know he's always wanted the right Superman to be told. He hated what Zack was doing with his character.
Mm-hmm.
And this sheet just smacks it. It just proves it. That people want a Snyder Cut, and they want all these changes to the story and all that shit. But at the end of the day, he says it does. He's telling you guys, all you Snyder, it doesn't make a difference. Because my character's still trash. It's still a bad film.
But the first cut was a Snyder cut.
It was. It was just added. Joss Whedon added.
No, not that. The I'm thinking of the other movie. That's
BVS.
how bad it is.
That was BVS. Yeah.
That's
People
the
put
Snyder
BVS.
cut, though.
Justice League feels a lot like BVS. It's the Snyder shit.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's the Snyder shit.
It's crazy. A Sunnyside Cliff X put a $5 donation on it. Shout out to Sunnyside Cliff. He says, Jody, can you believe that there is an actual people out there who believe that Joss Whedon ruined the film? It's laughable. Like those. Well, yeah, I do believe it because Snyder fans are out of reality, out of touch. Snyder fan bots. Those motherfucker cock riders.
And they're bots.
They're bots. Of course,
human.
they look for anything to blame except for what's laid out in front of them. It's obvious that that's Snyder's film and that Joss Whedon saved that film from being a total disaster. He gave us a lighthearted and great Superman and Wonder Woman, and you took the dark side doomsday trash out of it. The evil sheet bullshit out of it.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that shit, bro.
He made me like it a little bit.
Exactly.
A little bit.
He gave me
I was
the
liking it a
Superman
little bit.
Flash, bruh. Imagine if he made that film from the ground up.
Right,
You
right.
would
Avengers,
really been
baby.
Avengers, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of little moments in that movie, man.
Yes.
He did some good stuff.
He has really good superhero moments
Yeah.
in Justice League. It's just such a bad script.
That push, that was dope. When the
When
Flash
Gal-
when the Flash
Oh.
tried to push.
I thought it was dope when Gal pushed Henry.
Nah.
I mean Ben Affleck.
Nah. Oh,
Like, you
well.
left everything behind. Nigga, don't y'all, I'll put them hands on you, motherfucker. What? Don't get that line with me.
That's messed up, bro. He's just a man.
She put
but
the nigga in his place.
but
She
nah,
put
it's
him
when
in
he tried to push, when the Flash tried to push Superman. I like shit. I like little stuff like that. When he was going fast and they were all fighting him, and he can't, and then he tried to punch him.
Yeah, that.
And then he tried to push him.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
That eyeball moment, bruh. Fire on that.
Little stuff like that. That's superhero stuff.
Yeah, that was some superhero cream sheet. All right, so moving on because I'm not done here. We're not
done.
finished. He's not finished wrecking this sheet.
Ah, shit.
He says, I think it might be entertaining. Oh, let me zoom out on this motherfucker. He says, I think it might be entertaining for sure. Go, oh, look, now I've scratched that itch. But it's not going to change anything that I can think of. It's not going to make a huge amounts of money all of a sudden for the studio. They're not going to release it in the cinemas, so they're not going to suddenly make an extra few $100 million. So it would be interesting to see what the difference is. But I'd rather focus on, here's the damning sheet. I'd rather focus on the future rather than what's been. So this was business. On the first part, this was business. Then he added his personal into this shit. Dang, man, I can't slide across enough. There we go. As a business, he's saying, they're not going to release it in the cinemas, so they're not going to suddenly make an extra few $100 million. So it would be interesting to see what the difference is. But I would rather focus on the future rather than what's been. Bruh, I'd rather focus on the future than the past. Man, this nigga tight, bruh. Shout out to motherfucking Henry Cavill for spitting that real, bruh. Henry Cavill Superman talking about kill this Snyder Cut shit. Out the man's lips himself. You Snyder bot, non-understanding, ruining the DC universe, want to keep it in the ground, motherfuckers. So I ask you, what you gonna do, brother? Are you gonna be a Zack Snyder fan? Or you rolling with the big S? What you gonna do? Because now they're not one and the same. Henry Cavill has distanced himself from the Snyderist version. And, I've been knowing this because the way he's been talking back for the last couple years about, you know, him wanting to do his own take on Superman. He said, I want to do my own. There's so much justice. I mean, it's sad that it has to come to this point to where he has to outright say, I want to go on the future, not the past. I don't see what difference it's going to make. I don't, because he's always said new stories. There's so much justice to be done to the character. That's basically telling you in your face, justice to be done to the character because the character has been done an injustice.
Mark Hamill all over again.
Exactly. Henry Cavill is on some Mark Hamill shit with Star Wars. He's
Mark
very
Hamill,
disappointed
man.
with the way they handled his character.
Whenever I watch them clips, I'll be sorry for that man.
So there it is. Henry Cavill himself has said what he thinks about this version of Superman code. I want to know how do you feel about Superman? What do you think about this Snyder Cut bullshit? That people
First
are
of
talking
all,
about,
cut
bruh?
the Snyder Cut. I'm not interested, man.
You don't want to see that?
I don't want to see it.
You don't want to get stressed out some more?
I wasn't stressed out. I'm not a fan like you, but
Okay, you're right.
but I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. So scrap that mess. I like what I saw.
This is what they're saying. If you didn't enjoy Justice League, they want to call that the Whedon cut.
No, that's the good one. That's the one I kind of enjoyed.
Okay, me too.
That made me like it a little bit.
Me too.
Just a little bit.
They want you. They're trying to pitch you. Hey, imagine if you got his whole version.
Nah,
Zack Snyder's uninterrupted version of the movie.
I've seen that.
BBS.
I've seen that. Yeah,
Man,
I've seen
exactly.
That.
We've
I don't
seen
wanna
this
see
before.
That. I don't want to see
I don't
that.
want that shit either.
It's too much ridiculous stuff happened in that movie. I don't want to see that. But they could do another Superman and literally like do it right.
Yes,
Because
with this guy especially.
No, because Man of Steel is called Man of Steel. The next movie could be called Superman,
Yes.
and that would be fine.
Yes.
So they could do it,
Yeah.
and they could totally get away with it, because the first movie could be like, okay, he was Man of Steel, not Superman. Now he's the actual Superman that you know and love. That first movie he was just learning and all that.
Yeah.
They could get away with it.
They could keep Man of Steel in the mythos.
Yeah,
they can.
and get away with it.
Yeah, they can. But that BVS is a hard sell. And
Nah, freak that. Freak that.
yeah.
Just
that
forget
shit.
about it.
Yeah.
Don't address it.
Yeah, wipe that shit on out.
Forget about it.
Levy Taylor, shout out to Levy Taylor. $10 donation from Levy or Levi. Levy or Levi Taylor. We'll go with that. To be real, Jody, the only thing DC related I'm looking forward to is the Batman. But the only reason I'm cool with it is because I don't mind seeing a different cut of good movies as a fan of DC. So here it is, Levy Taylor. You're already saying a different cut of a good movie. Are you saying that Justice League is a good movie? Are you saying that the Snyder Cut, and if you, well, by your comment you are, and if you are saying that, are you implying that the Snyder version of an already good movie of Justice League that Joss Whedon did, that added a lot of scenes to, that the Snyder extended cut version would be even better than the Joss Whedon version in theaters? Is that what you're saying? Please go ahead and you feel free to respond in the comment section, because in my opinion that's just false in my opinion. But because you can't expect Superman to get any. See, when you bring in characters into the fray, that's when everything changes. This is a film. It's Justice League, yeah, but Justice League is a film about multiple individual characters who come together right now. That's shit, you know. I started to hate that song, you know, after hearing that trailer. I hated that song.
That shit went right through me too.
Tight.
It went through me too.
It's individual characters of stories you need, and each individual character that comes to the league has their own story, element, fan base. So there are individual stories that need to be told, and Superman is one of them. And Superman wasn't right. Aquaman wasn't right, but we accept him. That Aquaman is lacking, bruh. Jason Momoa's Aquaman is so far off left field.
Which Aquaman?
He's so unpopular, we just don't care.
Well, I don't. The only Aquaman
I really believe that.
The only Aquaman I need is the one that was in that Flashpoint movie.
That fool's a savage.
go hard.
That Aquaman got to go through a lot. He got to have
That's
his
the
son die and
Aquaman
everything.
I need in my life
gotta go through a
because I
lot.
hate
Man.
Aquaman. No offense to the fish is whack, but that
A lot of people feel
Aquaman,
that way.
that Aquaman was on. You know why that Aquaman was on point? That fool was going head up with Wonder Woman. They was like, I was like,
Yeah.
he can do that.
No, he cannot.
Can he do it?
No, he cannot. But he was doing it somehow.
Let's do it.
Yes. He was regular
Yes,
street. I
the
was
fish
like,
got
what's
some
going on?
moves. That's what's up.
Let's really break this shit down. You're right. A lot of people don't like Aquaman.
I don't like him.
I think Zack Snyder's one of those people. He knew that. I think he knew that Aquaman is such a
water
joke.
guy.
Yeah, Waterman.
Yeah.
That he changed him radically. He cast a big, brooding,
Nobody's gonna
handsome,
care.
buff, tough guy in Khal Drogo
Surfer
to
dude.
play Aquaman.
Surfer dude.
He got rid of the blonde hair and made it sandy, dirty brown. I mean, he completely changed Aquaman. I don't hear it, people getting mad at Zack Snyder for making a trash Aquaman, because let's keep it 100. If we're talking about comic book accuracy, which is what all we talk about, Jason Momoa's Aquaman is trash.
That fool's gone. I
It's-
don't even see
it's-
Aquaman. I don't see him. I see Jason Momoa.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right
And
now.
that's what Zack Zack wanted. He didn't want you to see that Aquaman floating on the fishes with the yellow hair.
And every time I talk to somebody about that
Speaking of
movie that's not into comic books, or even people are into comic books and haven't seen it, when you say, "You seen Aquaman? The one with Jason Momoa?" Yeah,
Yeah,
the one with Jason
Right.
Momoa. That's what they be saying. So
that costume's kind of weak. But when Aquaman's costume came from James Wan, it's probably one of the best superhero costumes I ever seen. That Aquaman suit is freaking fire. I like Jason Momoa's Aquaman though. I'm for it. I buy it.
I
I'm
like
like,
it
all right,
too.
cool, man. That nigga tight. I
like
love
it 'cause
Aquaman.
I don't like Aquaman, so I don't
Right.
care.
I like both. I'm cool with both.
I don't care about that fool.
I'm cool with both versions of Aquaman, and I'm also cool with Jason Momoa. The only thing I'm pointing out here is that a lot of people do not comment on how off Jason
'Cause
Momoa's Aquaman
Snyder
is.
did it right.
Right.
In their minds, I guess.
Here's the reason why.
Why?
Because they made an unpopular, uncool character cool, and fans, all 9 of them, were willing to sacrifice his accuracy and lashing out against it for their hero being looked at as cool.
Okay.
Fans made a trade. Oh, this Aquaman's wrong. But dang, he's kind of cool. People like him. People like him? Okay, I'll shut up. That's how they think, bro.
I guess.
You said it was not 9?
Huh?
You said it was 9 fans?
What
the
That
freak?
was a little joke. It was just a little joke, man. There's a lot of Aquaman fans out there. You could fill up an apartment building with Aquaman fans.
That's not a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not a lot.
If you could fill up an apartment building with Aquaman fans, the whole building,
Oh, okay.
that's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole bill. That's a lot.
That's not a lot for a
That's a
for
lot.
that for a character. No.
Sure.
How many apartment buildings can you fill up with Superman's character fans?
All
right then. All right.
Get out of
All right. All right.
apartment buildings is disrespectful, my nigga.
It's not a lot.
How many cities can you
It's
fill
not
up?
a lot. Is my point.
We talking cities now.
Apartment buildings is not a lot when you're talking about.
What you mean? You tripping,
That's
bro.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, all I'm saying is this. Everybody was okay with Jason Momoa's version of Aquaman because it made the character look cooler. And let me tell you the number one problem with these fake Superman fans. These fake trash Superman fans, and even the ones who call themselves Superman fans who say that they don't like the Christopher Reeve version or the comic book version.
Right.
What was their number one excuse in my comment section for why they
I don't
like
know.
Man of Steel and BBS? Well, the red underwear, cheesy. He's cool now. He was a Boy Scout. Now he's more tough and awesome.
Nah.
Zack Snyder is all about cool factor. Does it look cool? Then yeah, roll with that. But wait a minute, he doesn't. He's supposed to have fins.
He wasn't cool though.
and he doesn't have yellow hair. Let's make him cool. I want it to be awesome.
He wasn't cool though.
People like that Henry Cavill when he took that man's truck, and ripped it up with the sheet, and how dark and emo he was, and how about that business he was, and
Hey, I'll tell you, when
how
I saw
very
that,
little
I couldn't
words-
believe he did it.
right?
I was like,
Right.
Superman. Superman. Superman do some shit like that, he come back the whole movie before he do some shit like that.
Bruh, for real. He'll exhaust all other options before he hurt somebody's property. No, I'm just playing. Joking, just joking. But here's let me go to you first, Flash, because I wanna go back to you before I start to go off again. What's your take overall on the Snyder Cut, and what are your thoughts on Henry Cavill's response, basically saying "freak the Snyder Cut"?
Man, I will say freak the Snyder Cut. I didn't even see what you call it yet. Justice League.
Wow.
That's how bad it was, man. That's how bad it is,
this
man. I keep hearing negative.
He always impressed me with this.
I just keep hearing negative,
It was
man.
impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative there's a lot of stuff wrong with Justice League. There is. But there's a lot of stuff going on that's good in there too. There's a lot of gems in there, man, that are good.
I mean,
From who?
Superman, Wonder Woman,
No. Which director?
Joss.
All right then. So there are no gems. We're talking about Snyder gems.
You said Snyder gems. Ain't no Snyder gems.
All right.
Yeah.
and,
Gems.
man. It's just like a lot of stuff, man. That's why I haven't watched the movie. I can't sit down and watch the movie, even though I'll be at work and
Have you tried?
on HBO. You know, I see the guy going up on the. I'll be at work. I see the guy going up, and they'll say HBO is Justice League about to start. I go to it, and I'm like,
That shit's on
I can't do it.
Have you tried though? Did you click it? And
I clicked it, and then I wait for it to start. Because the advertisements, whatever they go, I wait for it to start. And I'm like, nah, I'm turning. I can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it for some reason.
I ain't mad at you. If I didn't see that shit in theaters, bro, I probably still wouldn't have seen it. Because
Come on,
bro, you guys
let a superhero movie go unwatched. I mean, we're in the pop culture game.
It's
To let a
not-
superhero movie go unwatched by
it's
by
not,
us.
It's not that. It's you remember the extended version of BVS or some crap.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still haven't watched that. I can't watch that.
I'm not going to ask you to.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not even going to be. I wouldn't even. I would, even though it makes the movie better. It's not. It don't make it that much better for you to sit there for
it's
3
not
hours.
that. It's just I feel like that's how I felt about Justice League. I felt like it was gonna be more of the same. You see what I'm saying? That's why. That's all I'm saying. If I didn't go to the theaters with y'all, I probably would have been sitting on that movie like a mofo, like just sitting on it, because I just wouldn't feel like I need to watch it.
You would have watched it by now.
I probably would have watched it, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't feel like I need to watch it.
I wish I had that in me.
And
I guess I'm too passionate about superhero movies to not watch there's not a superhero movie I won't not watch. Even though I know it's bad, I'll still watch it because of my love for the fandom.
Wow. I mean, because I even stopped watching.
Even animated movies?
Dude. I went to the screener for freaking X-Men Dark Phoenix.
I still haven't watched that.
I watched that shit.
I still haven't watched it, and I can't watch it.
Hold on.
I saw X-Men Dark Phoenix.
If you didn't go to the screener for Dark Phoenix, would you want to go pay for it?
Yeah.
Bro, I still went to the theater.
Still in.
Hey, I still went to the theater. I didn't pay for it though.
Okay.
I
But
didn't pay
would you
for
pay
it.
though?
I theater hopped into that motherfucker.
And when he said
No, I wouldn't pay for it. No, give him my money.
We're not talking about
Heck
peer
no.
review and all that.
Nah, giving him my money.
Okay, but see, X-Men is a good example. That I don't feel the need to watch that movie. I can't.
There
Like,
is no need to watch that
no,
movie.
I'm saying like I know there is. Well, I feel there isn't, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's not drawing me to like nothing. It's drawing me to the movie.
I don't doubt you. It's that Snyder dark look. It's that Snyder
Whatever
look
it
to his
is,
film.
that shit look
It's
whack.
that bad CGI green screen background. All
And-
that darkness.
That Apocalypse movie. Shit.
What?
X-Men Apocalypse.
If I would have known anything about that
X-Men
movie,
Apocalypse.
that shit would have been on a burner too, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I still haven't seen that.
Good.
Man, you don't count. Have Hope Football Hut dropped $2 to say highlight of my day. I love you guys. Stay black.
Can't not.
Have hope.
If I could be white though,
If you could
I
be
can't-
white.
I can't-
I'd
I can't
absorb
go
all
back
that
to the
privilege
movie,
as
man.
they call it for a day.
Yeah,
Some of that shit.
if you could be white, you do it for a day.
No, you know what? I do it in instances.
I would do it for a day just to see what it's like to be. I would see what it's like in interactions with other
Yeah,
humans.
I wonder what it'd be like.
How do people look at me?
Because
with
I know what
light
it's
skin?
like to be handsome. It's real good.
I could
That
tell you.
shit
You know
is-
I know what that's about.
that shit is
Hey,
fire.
You know what that's about,
That
right?
shit's fire.
Oh, Levy Taylor, $10. Shout out to Levy Taylor, man. Levy Taylor, $10 donation. For the answer, to be honest, I didn't mind Man of Steel, but then BVS made him less of what Superman is supposed to be.
Mhm.
I just look at it as another version we can maybe enjoy. If it's trash, it's trash. By the way, keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for the comment, bro. I appreciate you. So let's break down what you said.
You about to? Oh, go. Oh,
Let's
okay.
break down what this comment says. He doesn't mind he didn't mind Man of Steel, which I neither did. I hated it as a Superman film, but I love it as a film, right? Because a
little action for that fight scene.
that shit fire.
Fight
Yeah.
scenes is cool.
I don't mind it either. BVS, he says, made him less of what Superman is supposed to be. That's a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
It's an understatement, but it's a true statement. And then he said, I just look at it as another version we can maybe enjoy. See, that's the problem. That's the problem that I have, is that you can't do that to Superman, especially since he's had so many years go by without having a film. I mean, we had 2006 Superman Returns,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had Man of Steel in 2013, which is a 7-year gap.
Mm-hmm.
But from that 7-year gap back into the Reeves version, we're talking about 20-something years. So in the last 30 years, we only had 2 Superman movies. And a lot of people are on shaky ground with understanding. And Man of Steel proved it. People saw Man of Steel who never seen the Reeves version of Superman before, never seen the Brandon Routh version, and they think that that's how Superman is now. There's a lot of people that had to learn over these since the release of Man of Steel, that's not who Superman is. That's not his story. His Jonathan Kent is not an evil motherfreaker who said you should kill kids. Let kids die.
Man, the was that Bryan Singer?
Bryan Singer
Yeah.
did
That Superman
Returns.
was good.
That's a great Superman.
That Superman, the only thing that Superman, I said it way back then, the only thing that Superman was missing was a villain. That's all it was
with
missing.
power.
Yeah, because it was like, and that's why I hate, because I don't like Superman.
I know you don't like Superman.
And that's what, in that movie, he was Superman,
That
and I couldn't
motherfucker was-
stand him. I couldn't stand this fool,
All
man.
he needed was a super villain,
he was doing all the stupid Superman things.
The awesome
And
Superman
I don't,
things, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I don't
yes.
read.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
read the comics, but my Superman, I get my Superman from the what's his name, the director did 1 and 2, right?
Richard Donner.
Yeah, I get all my Superman from him.
Yeah.
So he was doing all them Superman things, like the tiny, when he was gonna go save Lois, and he saw
the crack in the ocean.
Stop.
Oh,
He saw it. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. You got to analyze the Superman shit he's doing. He saw it, but he saw it through the water because he
Yeah.
could see through shit.
Yeah.
The shit like that. I like little shit like that. Yeah, like he can see through like
Yeah.
that. He's seeing through the water. Like
Yeah,
that's
nigga,
dope.
nigga tight.
And then he didn't even think about it. He went like this. I was like, bro.
There was a pause. There was a pause.
The pause was the look. That's not enough. Come on, man.
I think he even looked back at the city.
He did, but that's not enough. You have to think about it like Spider-Man thinks about it. Spider-Man really thinks about it. Like,
Because he doubts himself. Ain't no doubt with Superman. He knows what needs to be
that's
done.
why I love Spider-Man.
Nah,
But anyways, he went back, and not only did he try to help the city, he did it in so many Superman ways with his powers, bruh. He was using the breath with the fire was going through the city with the sewers. And he was like, he flew through the fire. You know, he's fireproof, I guess.
Right.
Threw it, passed it up, stopped, and blew that shit back, bro. I was like, man, this fool doing some Superman shit. And what's it called? Daily Planet.
Yeah.
When that shit fell, he flew through the building and caught that shit
On the other side.
bruh.
Wasn't that beautiful?
And then all the people were looking at him. He's holding that shit up. I was like, oh shit.
Playing that. That angel coming down from the
I
sky.
was like, man, they got this Superman bullshit, man.
how's that bullshit? That shit is epic. That's why I love him. You know that she felt good.
Bruh,
You know that she was
felt
tight.
good.
Tight.
That's a good Superman movie,
that's
man.
Right, that's right.
I'm like,
What
but
if he
that's
had-
why I hate
What
him.
if he had a supervillain to push him to the limits? You know, make him bleed, bust that face up.
Like the animated
You know what I'm
movie,
saying?
All Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he stays Superman. That would be dope. But,
Exactly.
you know,
Well,
I don't know why they hate on that movie.
So-
Snyder need to watch that and do that.
I think he watched that and threw up.
Oh shit.
He's like, let's see. For the love of God, we got to change this. That's
Shit was dope, man.
there's no way Zack Snyder likes Richard Donner or his Superman movies.
Throw that sun
He
dude
doesn't
that
like
scratch your neck in there and it'd be good.
Give him the
like,
flu.
Like I've even done a video on Zack Snyder talking about Superman. He says, of course I had to change it up because if Superman's in the movie, you know he's gonna come and save the day and be Superman. So I had to figure out how to get him out of the way. That's what he said about Superman. That's what he said. His freaking words. I had to get him out of the way. Kill him. That's the way he talks about Superman. You motherfuckers freaking rooting for this guy.
I mean, but that's
crazy. But I want to hit at somebody in this chat who said who said his opinion, but I think is also blasphemous. His name is Mal. Mal says, now you understand how people feel about Bale's Batman and Bruce Wayne. People really think Bruce Wayne is a douchebag who roasts his guests and shit. Bruce Wayne in the comics is well loved by the people. Code, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get this shit, bro.
Nah,
this shit is so easy to take.
I'm not a Batman fan. I hate Batman too.
Okay.
But that was in context.
Oh my God.
That was in context. Yeah. He was doing that while being a good person. I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not. I don't know.
This shit went way over his head.
Yeah.
So let's go to the scene. He said, people really think Bruce is a D who roasts his guests. So let's go back to the roasting his guests.
Yeah.
Let's go to Batman Begins when Ra's al Ghul showed up and says, I'm here and I'm happening. And Bruce Wayne looked at him and says, these people, your quarry's with me. Leave these people out of it.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to explain to them the situation. Toast, everyone. Thank you for coming and drinking all my champagne. No, seriously. You sycophantic suck-ups. You butt-kissing losers. Just leave. Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. It's not a joke. Just go. That's the scene he was talking about of him being a douchebag to the guests.
He wasn't being a douchebag.
But he was being a douchebag to the guests, acting to save their lives.
He was being nice to the guests.
Man, what the freak?
Nicer than they thought.
Bishop!
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no.
This
Listen.
is exactly why these Snyder type of mother freakers need to just get back because they can't see me on this topic, bruh. They can't see people with logic who know film. Get back with that shit.
Maybe he means real Bruce Wayne would have done it in a nicer way, which makes no sense because the message is the same. So I don't get that. But I'm just trying to help him. If Bruce Wayne would have did it in a nice way, and then you would have been like, okay, that's Bruce Wayne. But then the motive is what's important.
You got to get them out there quick.
Yeah. So if you get them out there quick and you do it in a mean way and save their lives, and you get them out there quick in a nice way and save their lives, the point is you're trying to save their lives. So
my head hurts.
I don't see.
This is how people see film. This is how. I'm not shooting on you, Mal. I'm only shooting on your opinion. This is how people don't absorb what film is. How do you miss that?
That's what I'm saying.
They took what's the word I'm looking for? They don't really look through what he really was doing. They just
took out of context.
Out of context, yeah, and just took it what happened.
I don't think he took it out of context.
People do look it on the surface level like that. You have to be.
I don't think he did that.
What do you think he did?
I just told you. I think he meant he was supposed to get them out.
That, nah.
There's no way you missed that.
He missed it.
No way you
he
missed it. There's no way you missed
Let's
that.
read his comment.
No way you missed that.
Read that bullshit comment again.
Did he send the message back or what?
Nah.
Okay.
He didn't miss that.
He says, people really think Bruce Wayne is a D who roasts his guests and shit.
Because he meant like you should let him get out in a nice way. That's
How did you just add all that to that? How you just add all that to that?
Well, I'm putting it in context with Superman.
Don't say, hey, somebody save me. Why you saving him?
That shit went right through me, too. I didn't watch that show. I love that show.
Free Smallville for making people think Superman is a way that he's not. Tony Tom Better.
Hey.
$5 donation, bro.
Hey, you shut your mouth. I'll take Smallville Clark Kent over Zach any day. Freak
so would
that.
I. So
Freak
would I.
that.
So would I. So would I. Well said. Tony says, Jody, to understand what Superman is supposed to stand for, people need to visit the heart of Kansas. Then you will understand his values.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Kansas, Dan.
Smallville.
That was a nice little plug. You need
Watch
to come,
Smallville. That's the heart of Kansas.
you need to come geographically over here and see what the real is about. Shout out to Tony Tom Better for that shit. Christian Black says, people sometimes look at stuff on the surface.
That's
Yeah,
true.
man.
That's true.
My
I don't think he missed that though, but that's true.
Oh no, he missed it.
He
He
missed it.
definitely missed it. He definitely missed it. And that's the thing. Look at look at this topic here. They missed it. You see this topic? Henry Cavill hates the Snyder.
well,
The Snyder Cut. People are clearly missing it. They don't understand. They can't even understand. This is how people are.
Some
Code,
people,
you need to
right.
lose some more faith in humanity, bro.
nah,
People-
never.
people
never.
are-
This dude, I
I-
have no faith in him, man. You know?
People are really that incompetent. People do not understand. People, I get reading between the lines. Reading between the lines is a talent that everyone doesn't share. It's hard for people to understand what people are saying, especially in Hollywood, who can't outright come out and say it. If Henry Cavill were on this table and these cameras were off and we were just talking to shit, you know, being real as we
Right.
are. What's up, Henry? Hey, what's up, man? What's up with the Superman? Oh, God. Trash, man. I freaking hated it. He would wreck that sheet like never before. As soon as the camera come back, well, I think it was, you know, I think that
Politically correct.
the PC answer,
Gotcha.
because that's what you have to do. But these motherfuckers, them haters out there, not my fans, not the ones who have logic. I'm talking about the ones who are watching right now who are mad and who are hating and thumbs downing this video as we speak. It's them.
It's probably
have
a lot
a-
right now.
It's them that have a hard time dealing with this
I
shit,
guess.
bro. And that's their and I don't understand.
Well,
I don't understand. You know what? You know what's funny? I used to be a Zack Snyder fan like they were.
I'm a Zack Snyder fan.
No,
but
no,
for
I'm-
certain things.
That was not a thing for me though.
Yeah. Okay.
You see how you have it for certain things?
Yeah.
I'm a Zack Snyder fan for certain things as well. But there was a point in time in my life where I wasn't. If Zack Snyder's name was on it, I'm watching it. Sign me up.
For real?
I was like
Yeah,
that.
I remember that.
Oh
was a-
man,
that
that's
was a
how I am for
huge-
Clint Eastwood, man.
I was like that.
What was that movie called?
And then he did Man of Steel. And then I was like, what the freak? And then because you did something that I didn't like, I changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
These motherfreakers, they sign up and they support you, and then they just never let go. No matter what they do.
Oh, okay. I can't do
Like,
that.
why? It's arrogance?
I
What
mean-
is that? Stubbornness. That's stubborn.
I don't know what that is.
That's your grandma who won't let go of the tube TV. Grandma, I bought you a flat screen. I like the tube TV. It's got a good picture on it.
You be lying.
It still works. Grandma, this is a 4K 60
They don't
hertz.
know about resolution like that.
I don't
man.
need all that. And sometimes it looks too real to me. I need me a good tube. Just stubborn as shit.
Yeah, my
I
grandma,
guess.
My grandma.
I
didn't.
guess I don't.
My grandma was 100-some years old. She didn't want to let go of her tube TV.
I mean, I can understand stuck in your ways, but
Stuck in there.
certain things are just too obvious. You just gotta let it go. Certain things. But I guess, man, that one it's rare that you blow my mind in a I don't want to say positive, but just not negative way. Well, you said some shit to me one time that blew my freaking mind.
What I say?
You said, wait, you didn't say it to me. You said it on stream.
Ah.
I think I was there.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember if I was there or I was watching.
Oh shoot! What
Said some
I
shit.
do?
But it's because I wasn't thinking about it. But then when you said it, I thought about it. I was like, fuck,
You
you
just blew
right.
my freaking mind.
Yeah, it's like, you right. It's not even that it was supposed to blow my mind, though.
Right,
it was
right.
obvious.
Yeah. Oh. But
It was Dr. Phil obvious.
Oh.
And I was supposed to get it, but I didn't get it.
Ah.
So you had to say, and when you said it, you said, common sense is not that common. Fuck. Man, why? That shit wrecked me.
That blew your mind?
It wrecked me, man,
You
because
focus on that shit.
it's
That shit
supposed
real,
to be
bro.
common.
It ain't.
That shit.
it's supposed to be common.
It's called common sense.
for a reason.
Yeah, that shit ain't common, bro.
But why?
Common sense ain't common.
Well,
That's
somebody
facts.
need to change the name of that shit.
Somebody need to call it sense. Do you have logical sense? Because common sense ain't common. You absolutely freaking right.
Hey,
And people are getting dumber.
You right.
Can't
You
take
said that shit. I was like, fuck. Because you were saying some shit, and I was like, You said it. I'm like, all right, man. All right, you right. Fuck it. You right. Facts.
Yeah. To the point where people thought that Batman Begins scene, he was really being a douchebag to them.
I still don't think he thinks that.
Because you refuse, my brother. You're refusing. My brother, you are refusing to open your eyes, especially that third one on top of the head, my brother. You need to understand that some of these people out here, brother man, just don't see the way we do.
We do.
And they're blinded.
But we all got the same eyes.
Oh, my brother, now you smarter than that. You know everybody don't see the same, my brother, just like we don't feel the same. Brother Mal, he was having some issues, and we needed to show him the way. We needed to show him the light.
Nah, sure.
Flash. All right, let me go ahead and get to the donation. Christian Black? Is that Christian Black?
Yeah.
Shout out to Christian Black for the $5 donation. He says, I have a question for the panel. Do you think it would be this much of an outcry if it was another director? Example, Abrams cut or Nolan cut. Yeah. Yes, it would be this much of an outcry. So you're saying just change directors, but everything else was the same? So that Superman was trash, we all hate it, but it was just Nolan that did it? Yes, we would be the same outcry.
I was about to say, yeah, because you're changing the character still that's already been congregated.
That where Nolan is now is where I used to be with Snyder.
Oh.
Christopher Nolan? Nigga, sign me up. That's where I'm at still to this day. Nolan has not disappointed me. So if Nolan
Clint
came
Eastwood,
out,
baby.
Clint Eastwood?
Woo!
By the way,
That's my guy.
speaking of Clint Eastwood, while the league had their picks, my pick for this year is Richard Jewell. I think Richard Jewell is going to be an Oscar nominated. I think that's going to be the
I
best
haven't
movie of the
seen
year.
it. You seen it? What is that?
Richard Jewell, it's a Clint Eastwood film.
He made that?
Yeah.
I'm about to see that.
Yeah.
I watch all his
It's
movies.
about it's a true story.
Clint Eastwood don't play. He hit it out the park when he make them.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
fire,
all
bro.
the same.
She fire.
They're
all
not.
the
Not.
same. They're not.
No,
all
they're
the
not.
same. What are you talking about? Blasphemy.
Yeah. You tripping.
The heck? So yeah, if Christopher Nolan did what Zack Snyder did in every way he did it, I would be off the Nolan train, and I would be freaking having this news about him saying, "Freak Christopher Nolan with Superman." I
Right.
want to see Christopher Nolan do some more Inception type shit. Stay away from heroes, Christopher
Right.
Nolan. That's what I would be saying. So it's not.
I'd
It's
do the
not.
same.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be like, because I'm a fan of Clint Eastwood. I'd be like,
If
that
Clint
one-
Eastwood came out and wrecked something you hold dearly,
Oh,
you
I would
cherish,
wreck the
you
fact
would-
that he wrecked it.
Yeah.
But I'll look out for the next one.
I would too.
You allow a miss.
I would too.
You allow a miss.
See, what you understand, Zack Snyder betrayed me so many times. He came out with that
Okay.
BVS, and I was like, hey, the Superman, Man of Steel. I was like, what the freak?
Right.
Man, freak this month. Man, let me see what's up with this BVS. Came with that BVS. Oh! Freak this guy, man. Freak back to back. And then that Justice League. Oh, heck no. This nigga got to go. I was
okay.
fed up to here with him. He
Okay,
stabbed me
okay.
3 times.
I
Freak
feel
this
you. I feel you.
motherfucker, bro.
He Nintendo'd you. That's
Yeah,
what Nintendo did to
get
me,
freak
bro.
That. Get
That's
the
funny.
freak.
I ain't never looked back, Nintendo's.
And if Christopher Nolan does 3, I'm freak you.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gave him a
They're
chance.
Trying, man. They're trying. Nintendo's trying.
What? They ain't trying
The
shit.
freak that I just hear. Hold that sheet for later on in the show.
Okay.
What the heck did I just hear over there coming from that motherfucker? That freaking switch got him brain hoodwinked. The heck?
Shoot.
Anyway, shout out to Levi Taylor's back. Levi Taylor. 3 $10 donations. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being real about it. He says, you're right, Jody. Zach is a good director. He was just too focused on a hardcore Frank Miller type Superman that we didn't need at this time. This makes me happy. Batman and Daredevil are my favorite heroes. Oh, man, that makes me sad.
Batman and Daredevil?
It makes me sad because it's like, dang, he knows, man, Superman ain't right. My nigga's Batman and Daredevil, so I'm good. Fuck. You right, man. Good for
At
you.
least
I'm
ain't
glad.
messing with his characters.
I know, like yo shit good.
Yeah.
But let's keep it a buck. Batman ain't right. Batman to me wasn't really all that right in BVS either. You know,
Yeah, he
Batman far from right, but I'm not a fan.
like BVS, Zack Snyder's Batman, bro. Like, how do you build a universe off that? A Batman who's 50 years old, 45, 50. All his villains are dead. Robin is dead, and it's just him. How you go into the future with that?
What Robin was that? That wasn't Richard Grayson.
It was Jason Todd.
Okay.
It was Jason Todd dead Robin.
Then
How do you build it? How do you make a trilogy out of that old motherfucker?
I don't know.
That's when
Bruh,
Batman
that
Beyond
means you
comes
weren't
in.
going to get your Robin. You weren't going to get your Nightwing. You're not going to get none of those Rogue Gallery awesome villains. Riddle me this, Batman.
Ain't no
Joker,
Catwoman.
joke's on you.
None of them women.
None of them cat. It was so.
None of them old women.
I don't think they realized that if Zack Snyder had to make a trilogy of that Ben Affleck Batman, it would have been trash because you don't have any meat. Everybody
He
gone.
probably would have went back.
You're branded. He would have had to have gone in the past,
Yeah.
and that is trash, bro.
He went back.
You would have to go back. in order
Movie
to
would
make
have
a
started
trilogy.
with Bruce Wayne in his house alone, sipping on the old Bruce Wayne, thinking
Whiskey.
about
Flashback.
Yeah.
He was flashing back into this old life.
something.
Sitting there alone and I have no friends. Sad.
That
Oh,
that
see,
animated movie
Gene-
did something like that.
G Knight said that was Dick that was dead.
I thought it was Jason Todd.
Nightwing. That
Nightwing was dead in the movie, and I didn't know.
Yeah. Dick, there was a gravestone for him. Yep, you're right.
Nightwing was
Yeah,
dead.
it was later. Yep, you're right. You're right. It was later. Zack Snyder confirmed it. Yep, they asked him about the graves. He said that gravestone was.
He killed
yep,
Jimmy.
Yeah,
He killed Jimmy and Nightwing, bruh.
dead, bro. Yeah, you're right. It was him. The original Robin.
He killed, bruh.
But this proves my point even
Off
more.
screen, he killed him.
People are willing to sacrifice their character story being told right for him to look good amongst the world to be cool.
So it really was Jimmy that died.
That was Jimmy Olsen. He killed Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Shot Olsen was an FBI agent nigga, and he died.
He was FBI?
He was like a secret undercover
Killed
motherfucker.
Jimmy. Killed Nightwing.
Killed him. Killed Jimmy Olsen.
At least he died on screen. Nightwing died off screen. Nightwing's my boy. Nightwing's G's, man. If I had to take
There's a lot
somebody
shit
out of
more.
the DC universe, I'd take the Red Hood and Nightwing.
Remember, I was gonna bring that up, G Night. Remember, Jody said Penguin worked at Basket Robbins. I bring up a whole entire off the fly. I bring up a whole shtick of where are Batman's villains now? I said he killed the Riddler. They probably had a little round circle. They're living their lives like Penguin working at Basket Robbins or the Riddler working out at, I don't know, I probably made up a zoo or some shit. He's a zookeeper now. They all retired and giving up the crime life because they're running from Batman. They don't want to die. Two-Face dead. All the other ones niggas is dead in the ground. And then I had a confession video of Riddler confessing all of the dirty deeds of Batman, and he was like trying to hide himself. He was terrified, basically. The villains
Wow.
are terrified of Batman, is what I'm saying. They
Well,
have nothing.
They're supposed to be terrified.
Yeah. That shit
I
was
mean, they
great.
terrified, but they know he ain't gonna kill him.
Nah.
No, he was killed. He was branding. He was
No,
branding.
that
He
guy
was
gonna
branding
kill him.
people. what was it? I swear. I think. I don't think that I'm wrong here, but I believe in Batman versus Superman, he would brand his victims to mark them, so when they go to prison, they get killed and raped.
Yeah, because they know they talked. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This fool said killed and raped.
He
Ki-
added
that's
the
killed.
rape. That's killed, yeah, but yeah.
And raped.
Ah, shit. So
They get raped
so rape,
automatically.
then kill.
He branded them.
Wait. I want to make sure that my memory's not right. I want to make sure my
I
memory's not
don't
wrong
know
again.
jack about that.
I want to make sure my memory's not wrong again. But didn't Zack Snyder come out and say that Batman could be raped in jail?
What?
In my universe, he says, in my universe, Batman can be raped in jail.
Well, Batman can
Did
be
he
raped.
say that?
I don't know.
He said something about
If
getting
he-
raped in
if he-
jail.
If he says some shit like,
Snyder fans, do you guys remember that? Yes, he said it. Zack Snyder said that, my nigga. He says, in my universe, Batman can be raped.
I guess.
This is your king? Is this your king? The Black Panther? The Zack Snyder? Is this your king? I found my daddy with panther claws in his chest. You ain't the son of a king, you a son of a murderer. Is this your king?
only if he knew his daddy